By the end of this video, you're going to know the ins and outs of all the Facebook marketing objectives. This way you can run your ad to the right objective the first time, which will save you a lot of time and money. I'm also going to show you some cool hacks that you can use to fully exploit the Facebook marketing objectives so you can get the most bang for your buck. Let's hop on my computer so I can show you the Facebook objectives explained. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain each and every Facebook marketing objective that they offer. And I'm also going to throw in some hacks in there that you can use to fully exploit each objective to its fullest capabilities. And of course, fluff is not included since I don't want this video to be way too long. I'm going to get straight to the point and right into it. And before I get into it, be sure to hit the subscribe button, smash it up for more videos that are just like this that are going to help you become a better Facebook marketer, whether you're a Facebook ads beginner or a Facebook ads expert, or even if you do SEO, you want to improve your Facebook ad skills. And I also post videos on how to make some nice, easy money online on this side. So anyway, that's my spiel. Let's get into it. So does it matter if you choose the right objective? Well, holy heck yes, it does. With the right objective, Facebook is going to target people who will do what you want. Meaning, if you want more likes, you can target people who will give you those more likes. If you want more sales, you can target people who are more likely to buy your product. So it is very important that you start off with the right objective. And if you choose the wrong objective, you may up getting the wrong goal or the goal that you may not intend to get, and then you will end up losing money. However, if you watch this video till the exact end, you will know how to use each objective to its fullest capabilities along with some hacks. And just to point out, none of these objectives, sorry for the spelling mistake, will work if you have a bad hook, a bad offer, or a bad ad in general. No, the objective is not a magic key. You can't just say like, oh, traffic didn't work with this ad. Let me just try to write a page post engagement ad. Maybe that'll work. No. If your ad is bad in general, you need to go and fix it up and fix whatever mistakes there are, make it more engaging, and make sure your hook and your offer are on point. So for each objective, this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the best type of audience to use it with, whether it's a small, medium, or large audience, or whether the audience is cold, warm, or hot. If you don't know what that means, in a quick one-sentence spiel, a cold audience is an audience that's never ever seen you before. A warm audience is an audience who've seen you, who know who you are, but maybe haven't really interacted with you, or they're aware of you but haven't really done anything with you. And a hot audience is someone who's interacted with you, maybe even like commented or talked to you directly. They're this close to making a sale for the most part. And I'm also going to talk about the main reason on why you would use these objectives. So pretty much I'm just going to go by like why Facebook would want you to use these objectives for the most part, and how to take full advantage of each objective, which is where the hacks come in, and I show you and I tell you guys the situations where you want to use each objective. And of course the hacks, because I gotta add a little something here to make you guys stay till the end. And of course the best ones are of course towards the end of the video, so make sure you stay towards the end of this video. And if you make it to the end, hit that like button or hit it now, your choice. So the first one I want to talk about is brand awareness. So the brand awareness is best for cold, small audience for the most part. And what is it exactly used for? Because this is one of the objectives that no one really talks about. And the main objective is to show your ad to people who are likely to be interested in your brand. So many people just kind of blow it off and they just ignore it. Like, I don't hear anyone talking about it, but it's really powerful, because since no one uses it, it's so underutilized. You can actually use it to get some cheap views on your ad. If your audience is small, it can be done to ensure that your ad shows close to the potential reach, because just because you see the potential reach on while you're making the ad doesn't mean your ad's going to show to all those people, right? So with brand awareness, it's going to make sure it shows your ad to all the people in the potential reach. And then you can also use it to get people to go to your website for cheap, and then you can pixel them and you can retarget them with another objective as well. So you really want to use this. You want to test this against traffic, because since this objective is, oh, I can move it down. Okay. And since this objective is so underutilized, you can make people go to your site for cheaper. But just note that with these ads, Facebook isn't showing these ads to people who are optimized to go to your webpage. They're just showing this ad to anyone who's likely going to be interested. So you have to make sure you have something that's really engaging, that really incentivize people to click on the ad. So you can't just throw up any ad and expect to get people to go to your blog post or etc. So what is exactly is reach? So many people think these are the same thing, and they kind of are, but they are slightly different. So when I say same thing, I mean same thing between reach and brand awareness. So reach is best for small, medium-sized, warm/pixeled audience, right? And the main reason you want to do this is you want to use reach is to show your ad to as many people as possible. So this is really great. If you have a very small audience of people that you've pixeled, so if you're a local business, for example, if you're a local business running Facebook ads, you can show your ad to people in your custom audience. And if your custom audience is really small, you can use the reach objective to make sure that everyone in that custom audience is being shown that ad, and you know that they're already interested in your product since you pixeled them. And if you're the only way you could pixel them is if they visited you in some way, shape, or form. So what you can do if you're a local restaurant, because since everyone likes food, if you have an audience that's already warm, you can use the reach objective to show like, hey, you're having a 15% off Tuesday taco deal, whatever. And then people are going to see it and they're more likely to engage with it. And it's a very cheap way to show your ad, since again, this is underutilized. And then you can also set the amount of times one person sees the ad, which is called the frequency. You can set it so that people see your ad 2 or 3 times a day. You don't want to do it too much, because then people are going to start hiding your ad, and you don't want that, because that's a no-no and it's going to make your ad show for less. And it's a really cool hack that you can use for this is if you're an e-commerce store, you can use this if you have a flash and short-term sale to ensure that your word gets out. So if you're having like a 50% off everything for 3 days only, I would use this reach campaign because it shows it for very cheap, and it makes sure it reaches to all the potential audience that you have there. So now we go on to the consideration, and now we're on traffic. This is the most versatile and the most common one. So it's best for any type of audience, whether they're from cold to hot or from small to large for the most part. And the main goal is to get people to go off Facebook into your page. So people use traffic for pretty much everything. So Facebook will show your ad to people to go off Facebook, like I said before. And these people that Facebook is showing your ad to, these people have, gone off Facebook before to view a web page or whatever. So these are people who are going to actually get off Facebook and go to your web page. So you can use it for pretty much everything, to getting leads, getting sales, getting people to your blog posts, etc. And you want to make sure that you optimize for landing page views, because you can also optimize for link clicks. You don't really want link clicks because they don't really matter. Because like if someone clicks on your ad and then goes back, it's pointless, right? And then Facebook's gonna charge you for that. You want to optimize for landing page views, and that way the people that Facebook shows the ad to are optimized to actually click on your ad and go to whatever landing page you set up. But make sure your landing page loads fast and is pretty and has a clear call to action on it, because you don't want people to hop off as soon as they hit your landing page, because that's not good for your ad in general. Your ads are going to get more expensive if you do that. And B, you don't want people to click off the the web page, you want people to take action. And you can also use this objective to send people to Messenger as well. The only caveat I have to this is just to be sure to test it against Messenger. The thing is with Messenger, just because they go onto your Messenger page doesn't mean that they're going to actually, send you a message and something like that. They might land on the Messenger page, but they might not send you a message. So engagement, the likes, comments, and shares. So it's best with any size cold audience for the most part. That's what it's mostly used for. And the main use is to get likes, shares, page likes, comments, event responses, anything, that like builds up the social proof of your ad. So how would you want to use it? So pretty much how you would use it is to gain social proof on an ad to make sure that it is engaging, that it would be a good ad. So it's kind of like a test for the most part. And then you can use it to run it on a different campaign that's actually optimized towards a goal. And then it's good if you have a small budget, as some of the audience still might click onto the link in order to go to whatever the web page, if you have a web page there. And you can pretty much run these ads for pretty cheap for the most part. Then it's not as cheap as like reach or brand awareness, but you can still run them for pretty cheap. Plus, you're building social proof. Let your ad show for actually cheaper. And this is pretty much what boosting a post is. So this is why people, once you boost a post, they get all these likes, shares, and comments, but no sales. Well, that's because Facebook is showing your post to people who are just going to like, share, and comment, not buy. And I think I put it here. So yeah, people get mad when they boost a post and they don't get sales. That's because Facebook's showing your ad to people who like, share, and comment, not buy. Although if you do have an audience that is really passionate about the product, it's really niche down, like for example maybe hunters or something like that, and they're like really passionate about it, you may get a few hunters that not only like it, but they may click on your link and go to sales. So it's worth a shot to put the link down there, but don't expect anyone to buy anything. So app installs. So I didn't add any animations to this one because A, I forgot, but B, it's very, very self-explanatory. It's best for any audience, cold to warm, for any size. How would you use it? Literally read the title of the slide. It's app installs. So literally, if you have an app that you want people to install, use app installs. I personally haven't used it, but it seems so clear-cut and like just so directly to the point. If you have an app, use this. There's no trickery, there's no hoo-ha, just use app installs. But my assumption is that you want it to be a free app. And video views, I forgot to add animations to this one, but we're gonna go along with it. So video views is good for cold audiences of any size for the most part, whether small or large. And the main goal is to get people to watch your videos. So how would you use it? You want to use it to build a relationship with your audience, to show off your product or service. So let's say, you are an e-commerce store, you're selling a dog toy. You want to have a video of your dog actually playing with the toy. And then it's also a really great way to give value before asking people to become a lead, to make a sale, etc. So it's a great way to showcase your product. And it's also a great way to get leads if you are a service business or, an online business who thrives on leads for the most part, right? And a couple hacks with it. The first one is a lot of people do know about is you can target people who watch a certain percentage of your video, because obviously the more of the video that they watch, the more interested they are in your service. Thus, if you retarget them with maybe something else, maybe like for an ask, like saying, hey, you watch this video, you might be interested in this video, or why not become a lead for more, insights and stuff like that. And then if you don't have a video, or you don't feel like taking a video, you can use pictures to make slideshows. And if people who watch a certain percentage of your slideshow, you can retarget those people as well. So that's not really that known. So that's a really good hack if you don't have any videos. And the video views, you can get really cheap video views, at least like 15 seconds. You can get them for like literally like less than pennies. It's so insane. Even running them in the US, you can literally get a lot of video views for very, very cheap. So that's why this is a really good objective. And videos are more engaging for the most part. Anyway, I'm gonna have a video about whether you should use image ads or video ads. And I'll have that up there whenever that's out. So Messenger, I didn't add. I'm bad at adding animations. Regardless, so Messenger, I'm gonna have a more detailed video coming soon. Once I release it, it's gonna be up there again. So it's best for any size audience, and you mostly used for cold traffic. However, and the main reason you want to use it is to get people to message you / do a sponsored message. You can do a sponsored message to get people to respond to you, and you can do it to promote a product or to get people to interact with you again, so you can interact with them with another 24 hours. So this is a good way to get around the 24+1 rule. If you don't know about that, I'm going to make a video about that rule specifically, because if you don't know what that rule is, that can get you banned from Facebook, and you don't want to get banned from Facebook. So you can use it to get people into your mini chat flows, and it's another way to build a relationship to get leads, like I was talking about before. I'm also going to make a video about how to make a flow and the different growth tools and aspects of ManyChat that you can use to cultivate the lead and, you know, make the ManyChats highly engaging. And just a note, Facebook is going to show your ad to people who are most likely to respond. So whoever sees the ad, is Facebook thinks that they're going to actually respond to the ad and actually send you a message. So with traffic to Messenger, they may not respond for the most part, like I was talking about before, but it's still, again, it's always best to test. Okay, lead ads. So we have the animations again. Sorry about that. But so what are lead ads used for? So they're best for any medium-sized audience, usually used for cold. I use them usually for cold audiences for the most part. But you can use them for warm and hot audiences for the most part. But if they're already warm and hot, you don't really need to collect their lead information. You just want to retarget them. So what's the main reason why you want to use it? You want to get leads for your business if your business depends on it. So if you're a service business, whether you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, dentist, or real estate agent, you would want to use lead ads. So how to use it? It's an easy way to get fast leads on Facebook if you tend to follow up with them. That's because Facebook autofills the information for the customer and makes it a lot easier. So that way people can literally click on it. They see all the information is already filled out. They can hit submit, and then boom, you get a lead, and then people can keep scrolling on Facebook. Although that has its benefits and its drawbacks, because some people might be like, oh, why does Facebook already have my information already stored and logged in, even though people already give the information on Facebook? And they might not become a lead because of that, because they're creeped out. If you don't have any landing page funnels set up, like if you don't have a ClickFunnels account, you can definitely use lead ads. And like I said, it's good for real estate and other service businesses. You can also connect your lead ads through a CRM, Zapier. I made a video on how you can get instantly notified when you get a lead through Zapier. I'll probably have it linked as an iCard. And you can also connect, you know, like MailChimp, so that way anytime someone becomes a new lead, you can send an email to them saying, thank you for becoming a lead, and send them the lead magnet, etc. So as a hack, which not many people talk about, you can actually retarget people who have clicked on your lead form ad but didn't submit. So for example, for one of my real estate clients, I got like over 100 link clicks on the lead ad that I did for him. So I'm just gonna use it and retarget them with another sort of ad, and that way they can become leads in another way, and they see his face more, they interact with him more, so he's building a relationship. So now we reached 2 conversions, and if you made it this far, definitely hit the like on this video, because we have came through a long journey. It has been 20 minutes so far, and maybe after editing it's going to be shorter, but still, you've made it this far, and thank you. So we're almost done. We're almost reached the long haul. So what are conversions? So conversions is best for big audiences, because think of it this way. Out of all the potential reach that Facebook's going to show you, only around 1 to 10% of them are going to actually, you know, convert. They're going to actually do an action. So that's why it's best if you have a bigger audience. And it can be used for cold audiences, but the warmer your audience, the better. Because if they're more familiar with you, Facebook can find the people who A, are already interested in, you know, your brand and interested in what you're selling. And B, these people are more likely to buy. which is even better. So if you have someone who already knows you and is likely to buy, you're likely going to make a sale. So the main reason you want to use it is, like I said before, you want to show your ad to people who will most likely take an action. So how would you use it? Ensure that you have your pixel installed on, and that the website you have people go to is optimized. So that means you don't want a slow loading page. You don't want, any unclear call to action. You want to make sure it looks nice. And you need at least 50 conversions, wherever it may be, per week, whether it be leads or sales for the most part, in order for Facebook to fully optimize who to show the ad to. And the hack that I recommend is to best use a lookalike audience if you do have one, since this is the price your objective, because these are the people who are most likely to actually spend money, and Facebook knows that. So when your ad shows to people who fall into this category, they're more likely to actually buy whatever you're selling or become a lead. Hence, this is a more expensive objective to run through. And if you have a lookalike audience, or an audience that's similar to an audience that's already interacted with you in the first place, work for you better in the long run. So now we get to sales catalog. And if you're an e-commerce store, you want to listen up. So it's the best for warm audiences of any size. And the main reason you want to use it is to show different products that you have for sale. So how exactly do you use it? It's best and so effective for e-commerce stores who have an inventory. So if you take the time to set it up and you set the proper product categories, and your pixel is all set up and optimized for each different product, you can show people the product that they just saw, along with other products that may go with it. So for example, if you run a basketball e-commerce store and someone's looking at a basketball shorts, for example, right? And let's say they didn't buy it yet, or they just looked at it and they clicked off. So then next time they go onto Facebook, they're going to see the basketball shorts. And then if you set it up right, they could see socks, headbands, shoes, and the actual basketballs if that's what your store sells. So this could be really popular because people can be like, oh, okay, I didn't like the shorts, but these shoes are really nice. Let me go back, add it to my cart, and buy it. So it takes a while to set up. It can be really converting. And last but not least, we have store visits. So store visits is best for local audiences. And the main goal of it is, if you have a brick and mortar store with multiple locations, you have to have multiple locations. People who click on the ad will get directions to the nearest store. And how would you use it? You want to offer something for free to get people incentivized to visit your store. So you want to offer maybe free dog tags or free sugar tablets, or something that's small and free that you can get people to go into your store. And then what's going to happen is you can also give out coupons as well. Give them out for free, like, hey, get a 75% discount on this one item. So then people get directions to your store, and then they come to your store, and then they get the free item. And of course, they're already at the store, they might as well buy something. So then it could be really powerful. So if you can even use it if you're a local restaurant, you can have a free appetizer to your nearest store, and then people will go get the free appetizer, but of course they're gonna want to drink, they're gonna want to entree, and then who knows, they may want dessert. So yeah, exactly. With store visit, it's very powerful because people will literally click on the ad, and then literally Google Maps or whatever their map service is going to show up and have directions to it. And it's really awesome and really powerful for local businesses. So yeah, that is all the Facebook marketing objectives. So when you're running an ad on Facebook, so just because you get the marketing objective down, that doesn't mean anything unless you know how to target people. So watch this video that I have on screen right now, and it's going to show you exactly how to target your perfect audience on Facebook. I'll see you guys in that video.